Hello everyone, welcome back. ShortNature here. In today's video, we discuss Division 2's update from January 29th for Episode 3. This week's State of the Game livestream details what's going to be coming to Division 2 next month. The team dove into Coney Island and the return of the cleaners and the new flamethrower called the Firewall. Remember to subscribe for more gaming content, hit the like button, and let's get started in today's video. Let's get started into Division 2's key highlights that we picked up from the live stream on January 29th. Episode 3 will bring two new main missions and the return of the cleaners. The new specialized firewall has a strike shield that busts damage for agents standing behind it, which is pretty interesting for this new flamethrower. This is the first time we've ever seen a weapon like this caliber of flamethrower. The rest of the weapons that we had in Division 2 was the sniper, the crossbow, the grenade launcher, the rocket launcher, and now we have a flamethrower for Division 2. So this is going to get really interesting what's going to be heading into the next couple of key episodes. I think this is going to be the last part of the episode. I think there's 4 episodes for Division 2. So we just have to wait and see what episode 4 is going to bring out. The year 1 pass holders, we get 2 new classified assignments. So if you're a year pass holder, if you remember, there's like classified assignments that you would see on the key part of your maps. So those are the key highlights from the stream from January 29th. The key one is going back to Coney Island. That is the key thing that, of course, you guys came across this video, is that we're heading back to New York and going against the clearers. Now, everybody's speculating that we're going to see Aaron. If you guys remember, he's the rogue agent from Division 1, and his story was really key part. And that's what a lot of people was kind of like depressed about Division 2, is that the story is not living up to the expectation of the story in Division 1. Everybody always had these conspiracy theories kind of going on. So hopefully that with Episode 3, it's a little bit better than Episode 2. Episode 1 was kind of good. They had really great key content in Episode 1. Episode 2 was kind of lagging off. People didn't really enjoy Episode 2. They didn't feel that there was no excitement into that game. So hopefully that, you know, with Episode 3 and everything that they got from the feedback from the community, they make some key changes to make the game a little bit more playable for Episode 3 compared to Episode 2. For me, when I got bored, I did kind of complete Episode 1 and Episode 2, and I kind of noticed there was a difference in Episode 1 and Episode 2. So hopefully when we head back to New York in the next couple of months, next month is going to be the release of this game of Episode 3. They didn't give you a particular date when they're going to release Episode 3, but it should be somewhere in the middle of February or at the end of February. Now let's talk about Episode 3's key content. What is the content that we're going to get in Episode 3 that compared to Episode 2? Because I felt like Episode 2 content wasn't really there compared to Episode 1. Episode 1 had its raid and had all the stuff kind of going on. Episode 2 was there, but there was no raid. Now they did mention about Episode 3 having a raid, but the raid will not release in the same exact month of Episode 3. Let's say Episode 3 comes out, I don't know, February 10th or something like that, and then there's no raid. The reason why it won't release, maybe they're kind of getting all the feedback from the previous raid, what was in Episode 1, that had a lot of issues. You couldn't match mate, you couldn't do this, you couldn't do that. There was a lot of issues going on with Episodes 1 content when it came to the raid. The raid didn't live up to expectation. There was chances where you couldn't even complete the raid. There was times that the raid had a lot of glitches and a lot of bugs. So they got a lot of feedback from that raid to make this raid a little bit much better. They now did say that Episode 3 will have a raid, but it won't come out the month of February. It will come out later in next couple of months. So it might come out March or something like that, because look, they had a lot of problems and glitches and bugs in the previous raid that they had in Episode 1. So hopefully they will make this one a little bit much better. Now, the key thing that's going to be in Episode 3's content is Division is going to be heading back to the Coney Island. They're going to be heading back to New York. The battle-hardened cleaners will give our players a warm welcome. So, of course, the cleaners were going to make his return back into Episode 3. And this should be a little bit interesting. Like, why is the cleaners? What's going on with the cleaners and all that stuff? Are we going to see, like, other Division rivals in the same part of Episode 3 content? Are we going to come across those, or that is just, you know, kept well secret? Because I don't believe that the cleaners are going to be the only enemies that we're going to go against in Episode 3. The new content will be free for all players. Yes, new content as promised. A lot of these games have promised that most of their content is going to be free. It's not paid paywall anymore. They're not DLCs, but there are year pass holders that will get more content in the near future. That's really up to you. Episode 3 includes 2 main missions, which are called Coney Island's Ballpark and Coney Island Amusement Park. So those are the 2 main missions that we're going to have for episode 3. The new specialization is called Firewall, which you can fight with fire. So when we're going against the cleaners, we're going to have our fire ourselves, and they're going to get a taste of their own medicine. Benefits from year 1 pass holders, that includes consistent unlock the firewall specializations. If you guys do know, there's always like some key things that you would get from your specialized weapons. Like, if I'm not mistaken, the sniper rifle has its own hand weapon, their handguns, and all the cool stuff. So if you're a year 1 pass holder, you would get exclusive more specialization towards the firewall, as well as 2 new classified assignments, Detention Center Rescue and the Nightclub Infiltration. So you're going to get that from your pass holders. So that is what you're going to get in episodes 3 content. You're going to get a lot of key stuff in there. So look forward for that in the near future. Now, a lot of you guys are probably wondering, wait a minute. Usually we're going to have exotics in Division 2. Is there a new exotic in Division 2? You guys are correctly right. There is going to be a new exotic in the year 3, well, episode 3's content. It's called the Chameleon. It's an assault rifle that changes colors based on its environment. So yes, the Chameleon is going to be your new exotic rifle. And yes, you hear it first in this video. It's going to be changing colors based on its environments. So this thing got some little hit powers to it. So this is what they're hitting are going to be happening. So you're going to have headshots, body shots, and leg shots with this weapon. So if you hit 30 headshots with this weapon, it grants plus 20 critical hit chances and 50 plus critical hit damage for 45 seconds. So most of their hit damage for the headshots and body shots and leg shots are going to grant you some damage for 45 seconds. Now listen to this. Hitting 60 body shots grants 100% its weapons damage for 45 seconds. 100% of its weapons damage, which is pretty amazing. Hitting with 30 leg shot grants plus 100 plus 150% reload speed for 45 seconds with this weapon. So this is going to be really interesting with this weapon, and you hear it here first. It's called the Chameleon. It's an assault rifle that changes colors based on its environment. Now, the live stream did went into more further details with the specialization of the firewall. I will leave the link in the description down below. In this video, I kind of touched on some things that were kind of important from the live stream, but they had some more key important stuff in the live stream that you guys can check out in the links down below for you guys. I'm looking forward for episode 3. I'm looking for a game that kind of like that I did really enjoy in the past couple of months of 2019. Then I stopped playing it in May when I heard that the raid didn't live up the expectation that it's supposed to be living up to. So hopefully that episode 3 will give us something to really kind of play for and grind for, because Division 2, if you don't get me wrong, Division is a good game to really play if you're getting bored of Destiny, or if you're getting bored of Monster Hunter War, or of other games that you play. Division was a really great game to really play. I played the heck out of Division 1 in 2016 when Destiny wasn't really living the expectation that it supposed to until the last previous update for Destiny 1 kind of like put Division 1 on a back burner. Same thing goes for Destiny 2 and Division 2, but at the same time, I'm going back playing Destiny 2 than I am playing Division 2, because I feel like their game is a little on the back burner as we speak. So they kind of flipped the script on me this past year. And 3 years ago, it was great, and now in 2019, is doing the complete opposite. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty weird for me. Like, it's like, wow, in 2016 you guys were my main game that I played every single night, and now in 2019 and heading into 2020 now, you guys are not the main game that I really want to play. I went back playing it, and I completed some stuff that I needed to play, and then I got bored of it. Compared to like Destiny 2, like, yes, I get bored of Destiny 2, but there's still some stuff that I haven't completed. Like, I still haven't got the pinnacle weapons for Gambit or the Crucible or the Vanguard. There's still like key pinnacle weapons that I have not completed, compared to Division 2, where I got most of all the exotics parts that I need to get, and that was it. So hopefully that episode 3 live up the expectation that I needed to live up to. If you'd like to see more Division 2s or other games onto the channel, just let me know in the comment section down below. Share today's video and remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon for notification on my next video. See you again next time. Thank you for watching.